Et dans ce cas, c'est une édition un petit peu particulière, puisque pour la première fois depuis le lancement de Biomarine, nous revenons dans le beau pays du Portugal et nous retournons à Cascais. Alors je vais inviter Jean Damour, le ministre québécois, à venir prononcer les derniers mots et passer le mot à Fausto, qui représentera le ministre, qui est déjà parti dans l'avion puisqu'elle est en direction de Malte. Donc Jean, s'il vous plaît, venez et puis prenez peut-être le micro, ce sera mieux.
Alors en quelques mots, je me souviens, il y a presque un an, jour pour jour, j'assistais à la cérémonie de fermeture du Congrès 2016. Nous étions à Oslo. Et je me souviens de la fierté qui m'habitait, pensant à l'événement qu'on allait vivre un an plus tard ici au Québec. J'étais alors animé des plus grands espoirs et je peux vous dire que nos espoirs québécois ont été nettement comblés. C'est au-delà de nos attentes ce qui s'est passé ici au cours des 3 derniers jours. Vous me permettrez en terminant de remercier chaleureusement d'abord vous, les participants qui venaient de différents endroits dans le monde. Certains ont découvert le Québec, certains étaient ici pour la toute première fois. Sachez à quel point ça nous a fait plaisir de vous recevoir chez nous au Québec, en particulier dans la région que j'ai le bonheur de représenter à l'Assemblée nationale, le Bas-Saint-Laurent. Moi, je suis tout près de ma circonscription. Merci à tous les membres de l'organisation. Chacun a mis la main à la pâte et j'oserais dire que chacun a fait une grande différence. Merci. Merci à Rimouski, Monsieur le maire. Merci à Rimouski et à chacune des organisations qu'on retrouve ici à Rimouski. Et là, je ne commettrai pas l'erreur de commencer à en nommer parce que je vais en oublier. Ben Martin y tient beaucoup. Martin Beaulieu de la SOPER, l'équipe de la SOPER, de Technopole, du Québec, vraiment, vous vous êtes distingués pour employer une expression ici en politique qu'on a employée il y a quelques années dans le cadre d'une campagne électorale. Vous avez brillé parmi les meilleurs. Alors, permettez-moi de vous dire toute ma reconnaissance, Il y a, évidemment, j'ai parlé souvent de Pierre et de Véronique. Vous êtes de grands amis du Québec. En fait, vous êtes des grands amis du monde. Vous parcourez le monde et vous le faites avec une efficacité tout à fait remarquable. Merci à chacune et chacun d'entre vous. Guy Viel, qui nous a reçus dimanche matin au CRBM. Vous me permettrez également de vous transmettre les salutations de notre premier ministre, qui était avec nous dimanche et qui gardera un excellent souvenir de son passage à Rimouski à l'occasion de ce congrès. Malheureusement, l'an prochain, bien sûr, le Québec sera représenté. Pas malheureusement, le Québec sera représenté, mais je ne serai pas au Portugal pour des raisons tout à fait électorale, puisque les prochaines élections au Québec auront lieu le 1er octobre 2018. Mais je vous assure que le Québec sera dignement représenté. Absolument. Sans doute par l'entremise des représentants du secrétariat aux Affaires maritimes, que je tiens d'ailleurs à remercier chaleureusement pour leur travail sans relâche. Non seulement au cours des 3 derniers jours, mais durant les jours et les semaines et les mois qui ont précédé. Eux aussi espéraient l'événement, espéraient le succès qu'on a connu. Alors, c'est pour moi un grand plaisir. C'est moi qui ai l'occasion de passer le drapeau?
Pas tout de suite.
Pas tout de suite?
Pas tout de suite.
Ah ben, je l'aurais fait avec plaisir.
On va d'abord enchaîner, on va ensuite passer le drapeau, et puis je vous remercie, Jean, de m'avoir grillé tous mes remerciements, parce qu'il va falloir quand même que je les reprenne à la fin. Bon,
vous pouvez recommencer, vous le faites mieux que moi.
Fausto, on va donner le micro à Fausto. Bon, Fausto est un habitué de Biomarine, ça va être sa deuxième grande édition au Portugal. Il représente la ministre qui, comme je l'ai dit, est déjà dans l'avion. Fausto a été l'ancien secrétaire des Açores, donc il connaît aussi un petit peu toute la problématique. Donc je pense que l'édition qu'on va vous préparer pour l'année prochaine va être une édition aussi bonne, j'espère, que celle qu'on a fait cette année au Québec. Fausto.
Merci beaucoup, Pierre. Bonsoir à toutes et à tous. C'est un grand plaisir de représenter la ministre Ana Paula Vitorino, qui est déjà dans un vol vers Malta, vers la conférence Our Oceans. I'm delighted to congratulate the local authorities of Rimouski, the government of Quebec and of Canada, for another successful biomarine conference that has confirmed our view that this is a very important platform to create the networks that all of us, both governments, scientists, and companies have identified as a big need to push forward the truly blue economy worldwide. It's a very great challenge for us to host such a successful conference in Portugal next week. We'll try to beat the success of this edition if we can, and I look forward to giving you all a warm welcome to Portugal, and I invite you all to be there on behalf of the Portuguese government. Thank you very much.
Merci, Fausto. Donc cette fois-ci, je vais inviter Marc et non Eric Parent à venir nous passer le flag directement à Cache-Cache. Donc Marc, peux-tu prendre le micro et nous dire si vraiment, du point de vue de Rimouski, cette édition a fait quelques différences?
First of all, I'd like to say, let's start with wow. You know, months ago when I first met Véronique, Pierre, Martin Beaulieu from the SOPER, and the folks were telling me about the biomarine and how important this conference was. I had absolutely no idea to what extent this event was absolutely essential in relation to the enhancement of research and providing, you know, all those byproducts that for years and years we never thought existed. You know, during this week I found out that I could potentially age less fast than before. And I've got some addresses here. I'm going to try out those new products. I just want to say that every single one of you that took the time to come over here, travel across the ocean sometimes, I can sincerely say thank you for your presence here. Thank you for all the organizers. And Jean, who announced a few minutes ago that he could not attend the conference next year because of election. I'd like to remind you that election this year for the municipal are in a few weeks from now. So maybe I'll replace you next year if I'm lucky. So thanks again. I wish you all a safe trip. I'm probably supposed to say that we have another little cocktail for those who are staying behind.
Chaque chose en son temps.
OK, d'accord.
Très bien. Donc on va passer le micro à notre ami Bernardo. Bernardo est un habitué de Biomarine. Il remplace le vice-président et le maire de Cache-Cache qui eux-mêmes étaient dans une élection cette semaine, ce dimanche, et qui n'ont pas pu se déplacer à cause de ça. Donc on va donner le pupitre à Bernardo qui a préparé un super speech. Ne vous endormez pas. Et juste après, on va faire la cérémonie du transfert du flag et je remercierai absolument tout le monde une dernière fois avant de goûter le vin portugais. Bernardo.
Dear Minister Jean Damour, dear Maire de Rimouski Marc Parent, dear Fausto Brito e Abreu, representing the Minister of the Sea, dear friend Pierre Herve, ladies and gentlemen. Before entering my speech, allow me to break the little bit of the protocol and allow me to tell you a beautiful story. A story about Biomarine, about Canada, and about myself. But 3 years ago, just a few hours away from where we are now in Halifax, last time I was at the Biomarine, I was there to receive the flag, just like today, and invite you all to come to Cascais and to attend Biomarine. So I prepared a small speech like this one. And of course, it was about Cascais and our extraordinary history and our maritime potential, that Cascais was a land of king and fishermen, that our King Charles was a tremendous ocean researcher, together with his good friend, Prince Albert I of Monaco, etc., etc. But on purpose, I left a small unwritten part out of my speech, because I wanted to come from the heart, because I wanted to be special. The thing was, when I was invited to speak at the Biomarine, I realized that the Biomarine that I was about to speak in 2014 was at the very same place that 64 years before, my grandfather won a world record of tuna fishing in the World Championship of Tuna Fishing in Halifax, 1949. And I was so excited to tell the story about my grandfather and about Halifax. Imagine me, a politician, working in tourism in Halifax, the same land that my grandfather won the championship. But then something happened. So the Secretary of State of the Sea, 5 minutes before my presentation, came to me and said, Bernardo, I have to go to New York. I was calling an urgency. So here are my notes. Please introduce my notes in your notes, and now you're representing the country. So I was as you can imagine, so nervous. And of course, I forgot to mention my grandfather. So I was so sad because I thought, what are the chances of going back to Canada to speak on an ocean convention? And here I am, again, really happy with it and happy to give the little thoughts about my grandfather. So going back to the protocol. Ladies and gentlemen, dear future ambassadors of Cascais, what a great honor and privilege to be here in Canada again for a Biomarine Convention again. Next year, we'll host the Cascais Convention, and we are really happy to do it. Because in 3 years, a lot have changed in Portugal regarding ocean issues. Cascais didn't change that much, but Portugal did. In Cascais, we are still the very best place to live for one day or a lifetime. So it didn't change much. But Portugal finally has its own minister, the Minister of the Sea, and what a statement that is. In Cascais, we still don't allow construction in our natural park. That is 1/3 of our territory. But Portugal, on its side, believes that this kind of industry, your industry, is strategic for the country due to high-tech technology, intensive technology of your sector, and the externalities that it can generate to the country. We in Cascais agree. In Cascais, we continue to have the best fish in the world. Portugal, at this moment, doesn't look anymore at the ocean as an opportunity, but as a reality. In Estoril, a little parish of our municipality, you can still find the amazing atmosphere of the spies, and you can still imagine Ian Fleming writing his first lines of his first book of 007, Casino Royale, just by looking at the real Casino Royale, the Casino Estoril. Nothing changed here. But Portugal created an operational program for the sea, and it's working. In Cascais, you will feel the same cosmopolitan atmosphere of the 40s, where exiled kings from all over Europe established themselves during the war. Portugal, on its side, actually displays some strong advantage to develop your blue biotech business, and they know which ones. Cascais continues to be the charm of the Atlantic coast, with all the little palaces, the amazing beaches, the 7 golf courses, the 14 museums, the marina, the same regatta field, actually one of the best in the world, and the same racetrack where Formula 1 and MotoGP used to happen. Portugal changed and just gave huge steps on the extension of the continental shelf. So deep coral reefs, sea mountains, and hydrothermal vents that are spread along of one of the largest marine areas in the world can also be an outstanding supply of raw materials for your blue biotech industries. Another thing that didn't change in Cascais was the warm people of Cascais, the entrepreneurial environment where everything happens, and you can find expats for more than 100 nationalities ready to do business. But Portugal changed. Portugal is investing in Portuguese companies, in Portuguese technology, and some of them, they are here. Amazing companies that are here, ready for you to partner with, ready for you to work alongside with them. In Cascais, we'll still love to talk about business, to do business, to facilitate business, to integrate. We still don't have the space for you to install your large factory. Actually, we don't want large factories. But we have the necessary space for your house, for your office, and for sure to help your family and your children. Portugal, well, in Portugal, the blue economy now represents 3% of our GDP. As in Portugal, some things also changed in Cascais. Like, for instance, last time Biomarine was there, we only had 3 universities. But when you arrive in 2018, we will have 5. We know that education is the future. So we are creating brilliant minds in several areas in order to provide you the best of the best, in order for them to work in your companies. And culture is also a base of our territory. So instead of 14 museums, we have changed and we will have 17 museums and a Sinfónica orchestra just for you. Ladies and gentlemen, dear future ambassadors of Cascais, when you arrive to Portugal, enjoy the 30 minutes rides from the Lisbon airport, located in our capital, right in the heart of Lisbon. Enjoy the rides to the best place to live one day or a lifetime. Enjoy the spirit, enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the relaxed business environment. Envision your family living in Cascais, because I strongly believe that there are only two kinds of people in the world. The ones that live in Cascais and the ones that wish to live in Cascais. So, be ready to invest, because I'm sure that our government will be ready to talk, and so will we. Cascais, if we are talking about business, we have a word to say. So thank you. And my dear friend Pierre, you know that if you want to bring Maio Marine to Cascais for a lifetime, we are ready for you. Dear future ambassadors of Cascais, I will see you soon in Cascais for a day or a lifetime. Safe travel home. Thank you.